Hello and welcome to this class. Today we will be dealing about transformation of vectors. Transformation of vectors is a very basic concept in MSc level physics where you will be applying it in almost all the papers except for electronics. Major papers will involve this transformation of vectors. So let us quickly go and try to discuss what is it. As we know from our school definition of vectors, vectors are quantities having both magnitude and direction. What do you mean by direction? That is, suppose you are getting a quantity like 3. You will say 3 is a scalar. Whereas, if you are getting a quantity like 3i or you are having a quantity 3i plus 4j, so then you will classify this quantity as a vector. Why? Because it is expressed in terms of I and j, it is expressed in terms of coordinates. So that is the importance of coordinates in a vector. I hope I am clear. Suppose you are having this direction means, the concept of direction means you are expressing it in terms of x, y or z direction. That is, suppose you take x, y or z directions. You are having a I vector, you are having a unit vector j, or you are having a unit vector k. When you are expressing it in that direction, you will call a quantity vector. Okay. Now comes our next relevant question. What happens when you change these coordinates? That is something we will be discussing in this class. So let us consider a vector. Let us take it as A, and it is having, let us take Z, and this is X. We will put this as Z. Okay. Now we are rotating this by an angle theta along x-axis. So about the common x-axis, let us take this as origin. When you are rotating it, so rotate by angle theta, or let us say angle phi. So when you are rotating it by angle phi, what happens? You will get, because you are rotating it about the x direction, so the new coordinate x will be equal to x prime. So there will be no change. But what will happen to y and z? Y will become, say, y prime, and z will become what? Z prime. So there is a change, there is a shift. When there is a shift, how will you do the analysis? That is our question. When there is a shift in coordinates, how will you do the analysis, or what will happen when vectors transform? And will you be able to make a relationship between both? Okay, that we will be discussing here. Now, let us try to consider both the figures. Because x is not changing, we will once again write it like this. Okay. So we will write it. Okay, the color has changed. We'll take this. Yeah. Okay. Now, let us try to understand this picture. Is that you are having a vector A. Now, when there is a vector A, what is the resolution? When you are having a vector A, which is making an angle like this. This is the y-axis, this is the z-axis. You will write AY is equal to A cos theta and AZ is equal to A sin theta. This is again a plus 2 step which you already know. So this AY will be A cos theta and AZ will be A sin theta. Fine. That part is okay. Now you are having a theta here. Now, what happens when you rotate it by an angle phi? So now you will have a new set of values. That is, now you will have not AY, you will have AY prime. Now what will be this ay prime? Ay prime will be a cos theta prime. Let us take this. Let us now this is phi, this is theta, and this will be your theta prime. Okay. Again, what will be az? Az will be a sine theta prime. So let me go back once again and try to discuss it with this perspective, because again you can ignore x because x is not changing. Because you are rotating about x, there will be a change here. X and is equal to x prime, both are remaining. But our y prime and z prime axis will be tilted. This is easy to imagine. You don't worry. So before going there, let us go to the basics. When you are having a normal vector A in the yz plane, you will have ay is equal to a cos theta, az is equal to a sin theta. Now, you are tilting it. When you are tilting it by an angle phi, so your new y prime is this and your new z prime is this. So it has tilted, or we will say it has rotated. So now it has rotated by an angle phi. So between this and this, the angle will be phi prime, theta prime, sorry, and theta prime is actually theta minus phi. So our ay prime, we will write as a cos theta minus phi. Again, you know what is cos a minus b, which is, this will be a cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. That is a cos a minus b is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. On solving, you will get as cos phi ay plus sin phi az. I hope this is clear. We can repeat once again. Now I think this is not difficult. If you take here, this is what? A cos theta cos phi. A cos phi is ay. And again, a sin theta is az. So sin phi az. So this is it. In similar way, you can write what is az prime. We can write it here for simplification. This is a sin. This is theta minus phi. So sin a minus b. So sin a minus b, what is the trigonometric identity? Sin a minus b is sin a cos b minus cos b sin a. So az prime actually will come out to be a sin theta cos phi minus cos theta sin phi. So this will come out to be, what is a sin theta? A sin theta is az and a cos, let us say sin theta cos phi, and so this will not be phi, this will be theta. So this will be cos theta sin phi. We can erase this also. Okay. Now it is fine. Sin theta cos phi minus cos theta sin phi. This comes out to be, here we have expressed as ay az. Here also let us do the same. Then it comes out to be minus sin phi ay plus cos phi az. I hope these two terms are not difficult to find out. Can be very easily obtained. Okay. Now, when we write it in a terms of a, let us say in a matrix form. So what you can write? You can write ay prime, az prime. You can write it in a column matrix. You can write it as cos phi sin phi minus sin phi cos phi ay az. Now here if you look carefully, what is ay prime? Ay prime is cos phi a phi plus sin phi az, which is same as this. Same as this. Okay, again what is az prime? Az prime is minus sin phi ay plus cos phi az, which is same as the second equation. So you are able to express it in a matrix form. This is the concept of rotation matrix. So this part has to be very clear, because this we are you going to use in most of the cases in physics when you are talking about a transformation. This is the rotation matrix actually. So in this case, when you can what you can do is, when you are when you want to find out for ax also, you can write, because x is not changing, you can write it as 1 0 0 1 0 0 cos phi sin phi minus sin phi cos phi. When you are talking about, let's say, ax prime is actually ax, so ax prime, ay prime, az prime, you can write, because there are three vectors, so you can write what, 1 0 0 0 0 cos phi sin phi minus sin phi cos phi. This you can write it as ax, ay, az, and you will get the same form as before. So this is the concept of our rotation matrix. See, here ax prime is equal to ax, ay prime will be what, same as that. You will get cos phi cos phi ay plus sin phi az, and this you will get the same. So now try to generalize it. When you generalize, you will get ax prime, ay prime, az prime. This will come out to be, what, rxx, rxy, ryx, rzx, and so on. And this again can be written as ax, ay, az. This will be ryy, ryz, rzy, rzz. Okay, fine. Now this can be generalized, and this can be written as ai prime. Ai prime is 3, j is equal to 1, rij, aj. Here index I stands for x, index 1 stands for, 1 stands for x. Here index 1 stands for x, 2 stands for y, 3 stands for z. So in this way you can easily connect. Now again you test it. Say what is ay prime. Let us say what is ax. Ax prime will be given by what? When there is x, I is x. J will go from what? J will become 1, then it is ax. J will become 2, then it is rxy, ay. And J will become 3, rxz, az. So this is the concept which we are trying to do. So vector transformation, and here we come across a new definition of a vector, is that vector is a quantity. Vector is a quantity which transforms the same way as the coordinates. I hope I have tried to convince you all that whenever there is a shift in coordinate, the vector will change, and the new vector and the old vector will be related by this, because here the transformation was a rotation, it will be related by a rotation matrix. Sometimes transformation can be inversion and many other operations, and they will be represented by the corresponding matrices. Here it was a rotation about the x-axis. What you can do now is try doing it with z-axis, try doing with y-axis, and you will get rotation matrices of different forms. If here you have got 1 0 0, this 0 0 1 will shift accordingly. So that you can try. Now we have only done for x-axis. Please do for y and z axis. And finally, we reach the conclusion. We get a new definition for vector. What is it? Vector is a quantity which transforms the same way as the coordinates do. Okay. So that is the basic concept of vectors which we will be exploiting in our further classes. Thank you.